Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. If I could have your attention after a big day already at the trade show. Got some drinks. I think there's some food coming out shortly as well. Wow, it's a huge crowd too. Way over there on the other side of the bar. I hope everyone can hear me. Folks, if I can just have your attention, we'll get these awards underway. There is plenty to get through this evening, and we know that you all have many other functions probably to get to as suppliers. Perhaps some of your clients are in town as well, and we'd like to make sure that you get to all of those events. I would like to welcome you to this evening's ceremony presenting the AVIXA Oceania Awards for 2019 and the AVIA Project Awards for 2019 as well. They're making their return. I have much pleasure in being your MC for these awards. I greatly enjoyed emceeing the awards previously here in Melbourne and also in Sydney over the last few years, recognising some of your outstanding work right around the country. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people, who are the traditional custodians of this land, and pay respects to their elders, both past, present, and those to come within the Kulin Nation, and also extend that respect to any other Indigenous Australians present here this evening. My name is Tim Stackpool. I'm often known as Tim the Techno Bloke, heard on 3AW and 2GB in Sydney and 4BC in Brisbane. I'm a bit of a sidekick to what was once Steve Price's radio show on the Macquarie Network up and down the East Coast. Steve has now moved from evenings into daytime, which means he's only heard in Sydney, so perhaps my reach is not as big as what it used to be. There's a few changes going on at HQ as well, so it's nice to be out of town for a while, joining you here in Melbourne away from all of that that's been going on. I was thrilled when AVIXA asked me to MC these awards again, which recognise the work and personal contribution that individuals make to the industry, and these are the people that set and raise the bar, if you like, and appropriately we thank and applaud their achievements here this evening. Integrate by any standard, it's a great trade show and great forum for the speaker sessions. If you've been in any of those today, I facilitated a few panel sessions today. They've been amazing. You also get the chance to catch up with friends, of course, and colleagues that we might only get to see a few times a year in this busy industry. We will begin the awards shortly and also hear from Dave Labuskas, the CEO of AVIXA, but I might also mention that tonight we're presenting, as I said, the AVIAs, the Audio-Visual Industry Awards, making their return this year. As I said earlier, many of you do have other appointments tonight, so our presentations will be quick. And we may also just take a short break, actually, between the AVIXA presentations and the AVIAs to allow those of you who have to depart to make a surreptitious exit. But first, to our AVIXA acknowledgements. AVIXA is the global organisation for the professional AV industry, presenting trade shows, special events and training opportunities across 6 continents. AVIXA is the Global Audiovisual and Integrated Experience Association, a trade organisation representing companies and a professional society representing individuals. There are more than 5,400 members, including manufacturers, systems integrators, dealers and distributors, consultants, programmers, live event companies, technology managers, content producers, and multimedia professionals from more than 80 countries. AVIXA is a hub for professional collaboration, information and community, and the leading resource for AV standards, certification, training, market intelligence, and thought leadership. Dave Labuskas is the current CEO of AVIXA, leading that global industry forward with a mission to serve and advocate on behalf of people like you, the audiovisual industry members around the world. Would you please make Dave welcome back to Australia?
Thank you very much, Tim. If I talk for more than 47 minutes, you get no break. It is really an honor to be here. I have actually 3 goals for this brief presentation. The first is to take a moment to somebody that's not winning an award tonight, but who has dedicated over 4 decades to this industry and is at his last show here that Infocom participates in. Thank you, Terry Friesenberg, for all of your service and time and for making us what we are outside of North America. Also, in that same breath, would like to welcome Sarah Joyce, who is stepping into those shoes, coming out of the industry, taking over as our new Chief Global Officer. So welcome, Sarah. Thank you. That was goal number 1, done. Goal number 2, we talk a lot about the audiovisual industry, and the audiovisual industry being about creating experiences. In fact, we changed the name of Infocom to the Audiovisual and Integrated Experience Association. You saw it in the presentation of the video, that what we believe is that AV is what we do, or AV is what we do, and integrated experiences is what we create. What I want to do is re-emphasize, and what the people that are winning awards from us tonight have committed themselves to, is that in addition to recognizing that creativity and that engagement and that experience that our industry creates, we also must understand and continually recommit ourselves to our craft, recognizing the fact that as demand is increasing for those solutions that we deliver, our obligation to deliver those solutions with competence, with capability, with technical know-how is not diminished and in fact is increased. So yes, let's focus and continue to build on the fact that the real value that we contribute is through creating experiences, but we can only do that in recognizing and committing to our profession and thanking those people that participate in the show, both as attendees and exhibitors, for helping us make that commitment and fulfill that commitment. And then maybe you didn't notice, but I did, that I didn't talk about the last day, which is association. And Tim described our association and described what we are. But really, what I want to emphasize again tonight is that what we are is you. AVIXA is you, and you are AVIXA. Whether you're participating here as an exhibitor, whether you're a speaker, whether you're a trade publication, whether you're press, we together as individuals are what creates this industry. And tonight is about celebrating some extraordinary individuals that have made special contributions to that industry. So those are my comments. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for celebrating both the past of our industry with these awards, but also the promise of the future of our industry and the inspiration that hopefully the winners of these awards will create for the next generation of AV professionals. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
Hang around here, Dave. Thank you very much. Dave, lovely to have you back in Australia again. Let's get underway. First of all, the Volunteer of the Year Award for 2019. This award celebrates the industry volunteer who's contributed greatly to the association, paying particular note to the contribution made in the past 1 or 2 years. And the Volunteer of the Year for 2019 goes to Peter Swanson, CTS. Please congratulate him. He's been awarded an AVIXA Volunteer Award. He's been a volunteer for over 14 years, serving the association at both a local level with our member advisory group. At the international level, he's been involved in the development of AVIXA standards as a contributor since 2018 and a member of the AVIXA Standards Committee for 3 years. Please congratulate Peter once again. Moving on to the Young AV Professional for 2019. This award calls attention to the AV industry by recognising that young people are establishing and achieving rewarding and successful careers in the audiovisual and information communications industries. Now this year, the award goes to 3 young AV professionals who've been judged by the committee as deserving of this recognition. It was a 3-way tie, actually. First recipient, Tyler Woods, CTS. He's a highly sought-after event production technician. He's known for building strong relationships with clients and was his company's representative at a number of recent networking events. Please congratulate Tyler, everyone. The next recipient, Garth Cahill. Garth, over in this direction, CTS. His work ethic and approach has ensured clients and end users have received AV systems which enhance the way they work. He's passionate about lifting the AV industry as a whole by professionalism and improved client experiences. He's a great representative of CTS and the AV community as a whole. He's often personally requested on high-profile jobs, which is testament to the trust he's managed to build to deliver results using AV technology. Well done, Garth, once again. And our final recipient for the Young AV Professional for 2019, John Thampy, CTS-D, CTS-I. John, here he is. The AV systems developed by John improves the quality of life and society as a whole by leveraging audio-visual technologies on the market. This ranges from improving the educational experiences of students at schools and universities. Well done, John. All right, now to the recognition, of women in the AV industry. This award calls attention by acknowledging women who themselves are achieving rewarding and successful careers in the audiovisual and information communications industry. There's no doubt, actually, that contributions made by women should be particularly recognised and rewarded due to the inherent challenges that they face when working in a male-dominated industry. Let's hope that balances further in the future, huh? The award goes to Bowie Song. Bowie Song. Making her way up to the stage. She's contributed significantly to the business and has taken overall responsibilities for the engineering and support teams. She's an amazing mentor, it says here, for both technical knowledge and business requirements, and spends a lot of her time training and supervising technical and support staff. Well done once again to Bowie Song. Now let's move to the award that recognises certified technology specialist holders who are achieving rewarding and successful careers in the audiovisual and information communication industries. This award is designed to recognise individuals who've made extraordinary contributions to their business organisation and to the industry and have displayed noteworthy leadership and initiative. And the award goes to Ryan Gomes, CTSD. Ryan is highly regarded in the AV industry for his outstanding understanding of AV user experience and his ability to build solid relationships with high-profile stakeholders in our industry. He's built strategic partnerships within the industry with leading manufacturers, distributors, integrators and consultants. Once again, congratulations to Ryan. Next, the Educator of the Year for 2019. Now, this award highlights important contributions made by an individual to the professional development, education and training within the AV industry, and these contributions will have impacted audiences throughout the Oceania region due to the level of education and training received by industry professionals. And the award for Educator of the Year 2019 goes to Paul Dabrowski, CTS. His cheer squad is in the house tonight. There's backslapping going on as he makes his way up to the stage. Paul is extremely knowledgeable, friendly and always willing to help and explain things inside and outside of the scope of the course. And thanks to Paul, students learn by feeling supported and comfortable within the training environment. He's always willing to help, demonstrates a high level of knowledge and shows up with enthusiasm for work. Congratulations, Paul. So to our final acknowledgements in these AVIXA awards, and this award's purpose is to call out an individual recognised by association members and the industry as worthy of a Lifetime Achievement Award. Two major criteria are applied, ladies and gentlemen. There are career accomplishments and the individual's contribution to the AV industry. The Distinguished Achievement Award is the highest honour bestowed on an industry member by the association. And this year, is it no surprise, the award goes to Michael Rutledge. You cannot truly understand the success of the AV industry in Australia without knowing about the contribution that the Rutledge name has made in the last 40 years. Michael Rutledge, along with his wife Sandy, has built Rutledge AV from humble beginnings to a systems integration powerhouse that has delivered many of Australia's most innovative and groundbreaking audiovisual projects. He's been at the forefront of change in the AV industry, from a transition of analogue to digital technology, rising collaboration and conferencing systems. You guys know so much about this man, but I just wonder if, Michael, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming along tonight. I'd like to thank AVIXA for this award. It's 40 years in April this year, so just past the 40 years. The company wouldn't have achieved what it has over the many, many years without a fabulous group of people, both working for the company today and many people who are no longer with us and working with the competition, unfortunately. I'd like to thank our executive leadership team, who's headed up so capably by Andrew Morris, who's here tonight. Shane Cannon, our fantastic sales manager, Matt Edgecombe, who looks after the production side of things, and probably not last but not least is my wonderful wife down here, down the front, Sandy, thank you. She's put up with listening to me whinging for 40 years about all the things wrong with the AV industry, but she's been a great support to me over the years. I've always wanted to run Rutledge Engineering, or Rutledge AV as I should say, a diversified company. As a large family, and I'm sure there's many people here today who I hope who have been part of the company, and I hope they enjoyed their time there. A couple of people who aren't with us any longer that I would like to recognise is Graham Overall, who I saw earlier tonight. Graham was our general manager for many years and taught me a lot about the building industry, and without his support I probably would have got into a lot of trouble with the unions, if nobody else. And our original sales manager, Richard Bukunovich. Richard did a great job for us, and I saw Richard here today too. So thank you to both those gentlemen, as well as our current co-workers. I should also mention all the state managers. Although it's a national company, all of those different states all have to run on their own steam day to day, and people such as Alistair Dick, I'm not sure whether Al's here, but he's been with us for many years. Other long-term supporters like Ian Mulhauser. My son works with the company today and does a great job programming. The other organisation who I haven't mentioned tonight is Soundcorp, which has been led very capably by Michael Lasser and his team for many years too. I probably also should recognise my mum and dad, who my mother actually started working with me when I think we were 1 or 2 people, and she used to come to my house and do the books on the kitchen table. She's no longer with us, unfortunately, but my father's still around, and he used to be a great accounts receivable man, I must say. And you need the money, So, anyway, thank you to everybody. I think the industry is a fantastic industry. I've been very fortunate to be part of the industry and watch it grow. I should also thank all the suppliers here tonight, because without all your support and extended credit, not as much as I would have liked, but thank you anyway to them. Of course, the customers who, without them, there wouldn't be any Rutledge AV or anybody else for that matter. But I hope you enjoy the industry. It's always been really challenging, exciting to me. And I did mention Diversified. I recently sold the company to Diversified, either the biggest or second biggest in the US. That's been a real thrill. It'll be really interesting to see how Rutledge AV, a diversified company, goes on to the next chapter. And thank you all, and I really appreciate the recognition.
Well deserved, Michael, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, just in wrapping up this small section here, I think we can all agree that ill-prepared people working in this industry, in any industry actually, can be very frustrating, but in these awards tonight, and these individuals recognise, we've seen how important education and accreditation is to the success and the respect given to the business. So congratulations to all of those acknowledged. Those who have received awards just now, we would like to get a photo of you up here on the stage, so don't run away. For the rest of you, a short break, 5 minutes, that's all, and then we'll get into the avias. Thank you very much.
It was brought to you by Start Webcasts.